Every time you taste something sweet, your body may be getting tricked. That diet drink, sugar-free snack, or natural syrup might not be as innocent as it looks. Inside your body, sweetness can trigger a chain reaction before real sugar even arrives. Some sweeteners may confuse your metabolism, your gut, and the way your body handles insulin. Today, we rank the worst, the risky, and the better choices for your health. The goal is not fear. The goal is knowing what is hiding in your daily routine. Let's open the case and follow sweetness from your tongue to your cells. The first stop is your tongue, where sweet taste receptors act like biological sensors. Those receptors send a fast message to your brain. Get ready, sweetness is coming. Your brain does not instantly know if it is a donut, honey, or diet soda. It simply receives the taste of sweetness and prepares the body for possible fuel. Then the pancreas may prepare insulin, the hormone that helps move glucose into cells. This early preparation is called the cephalic phase insulin response. But the response is not the same for everyone, and studies in humans are mixed. The concern is repeated false alarms, sweetness arriving, but calories never following. Over time, that pattern may make metabolic signaling less precise. Think of it like crying wolf to your pancreas, again and again. The bigger story may be deeper in the gut, where trillions of microbes live. Your microbiome helps digestion, immune balance, inflammation control, and even mood signaling. When gut bacteria shift, metabolism may shift with them. That is why the sweetener you choose matters more than the calories on the label. Now let's enter the metabolic minefield, starting with the most obvious offender. Number 5 is high fructose corn syrup and added sugars in all their forms. This includes table sugar, sweet drinks, syrups, and many processed foods. These are the obvious villains because they deliver real sugar and real calories fast. The most dangerous form is often liquid sugar because it is easy to overconsume. A heavy fructose load goes straight to the liver for processing. When the liver cannot keep up, it starts converting excess fructose into fat. That process can contribute to fatty liver, higher triglycerides, and metabolic stress. It may also raise uric acid, which is linked to gout and blood pressure problems. Agave and brown rice syrup may sound natural, but they still add sugar load. Marketing changes the name, but your metabolism still sees a flood of sweet fuel. Breakfast cereal, flavored yogurt, protein bars, salad dressing, and sauces can all hide added sugar. This is how small servings become a major metabolic burden by the end of the day. The liver becomes the first major organ paying the metabolic price. So the first rule is simple: cut liquid sugar and obvious added sugars first. That one move gives your metabolism the biggest immediate win. Next comes a sweetener with decades of debate behind it: aspartame. Aspartame is found in many diet drinks, low-calorie foods, and sugar-free products. Inside the body, it breaks down into phenylalanine, aspartic acid, and methanol. Two of those are amino acids, but the brain-related questions keep scientists debating. Some studies raise concerns about neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. That is why people often connect aspartame with mood, headaches, or cognition worries. But balance matters. Major regulators still consider it safe within daily intake limits. Human evidence for major brain disruption at normal intake is not strong or consistent. For people who use it daily, the question is whether better options are available. When better alternatives exist, aspartame lands low on our ranking. Now the confusion gets bigger with sweeteners marketed as healthy or modern. The next category looks safe at first, but the science is more complicated. I call them the healthy imposters because their image is cleaner than their evidence. The deceptive duo is sucralose and erythritol. Sucralose became famous because it tastes sweet with almost no calories. Marketing often says it is made from sugar and mostly passes through the body. but the small portion reaching the colon may still interact with gut bacteria. Animal and lab studies suggest sucralose may reduce some beneficial bacteria. The effect may vary depending on a person's original microbiome. That means one person may tolerate it while another reacts very differently. Some research also questions what happens when sucralose is consumed with carbohydrates. In some trials, glucose and insulin responses looked worse. In others, nothing changed. That inconsistency is exactly why it belongs in the use with caution zone. For a daily habit, uncertainty matters more than one single headline. Now let's look at erythritol, once considered one of the cleanest swaps. Erythritol is a sugar alcohol with less digestive distress than many others. For years, many low-carb and keto products treated it like a hero ingredient. Then research raised concerns about cardiovascular events in people with higher blood erythritol levels. Important note: association does not prove causation. People at higher risk may naturally have higher erythritol levels. Before taking any sweetener, stickier platelets could, theoretically, increase clot formation, which makes researchers cautious. This does not mean one keto cookie will harm you. It means daily heavy use deserves caution until more long-term human data arrives. So sucralose and erythritol move from safe-sounding to caution zone sweeteners. Now come the natural sugars: honey, maple syrup, and coconut sugar. They contain trace minerals and antioxidants, which makes them sound healthier. Honey contains fructose and glucose. Maple syrup is mostly sucrose. Coconut sugar can still be mostly sucrose, despite its health halo. A lower glycemic index does not cancel a large sugar load. Drizzling honey every day can still add meaningful calories and insulin demand. Natural is not the same thing as unlimited. These are better than highly processed syrups only when used rarely and lightly. The real goal is lowering your total sweetness load. After all that, are any sweeteners reasonable choices? Yes, but with context. The better options are stevia, monk fruit, and allulose. Stevia is plant-based, very sweet, and usually has little effect on blood sugar. For many people, stevia is one of the most practical swaps. Human safety data is generally reassuring, though gut effects still deserve more study. Choose simple stevia products, not blends filled with sugar alcohols or fillers. Monk fruit is another zero-calorie option from a real fruit. Early research is promising, but long-term human gut data is still limited. That makes monk fruit a better choice, but not a magic food. Allulose is a rare sugar found naturally in small amounts in figs and raisins. It tastes closer to sugar but has minimal impact on blood glucose for many people. Some small studies suggest it may blunt carbohydrate blood sugar spikes. The main downside is digestive upset when people take too much. So even the better choices work best in small amounts. The best sweetener strategy is not finding a loophole, it is retraining taste. When you reduce sweetness, your cravings can become less aggressive over time. Start by cutting your sweetest drinks first, then adjust snacks and sauces. Now here is your action plan. First, check the ingredient list on foods you think are healthy. Look for syrups, added sugars, sucralose, aspartame, erythritol, and sugar alcohols. Second, stop drinking sugar. Liquid sugar is the easiest win. Third, use stevia, monk fruit, or allulose only when you truly need sweetness. Fourth, reduce your sweet taste exposure week by week. Your brain adapts when the sweet signal becomes less constant. Your gut may also benefit when the microbiome is not constantly challenged. The bottom line: Natural and zero-calorie do not automatically mean harmless. The safest path is fewer sweeteners, better choices, and smaller amounts. If this helped, like and subscribe for more clear, science-backed health breakdowns. Now check your pantry or fridge and find one surprising sweetener hiding there. Comment the ingredient that surprised you most, and I will see you in the next video.